Everyone turn on your IFF!
An arcade staple, Time Crisis has carried on the legacy of light gun shooters for more than a decade. Time Crisis Razing Storm makes the transition from the arcade to the PS3, supporting Sony's new Move controller. But are the quick thrills worth the coin needed to bring it home?
We can't take much more of this!
The arcade mode tops the list of Razing Storm's options, tasking you with shooting hundreds of soldiers and robots through 3 fast-paced levels. You can play solo or with a friend. But without the consequence of dumping quarters into the machine, the game loses most of its tension. Continue? Despite constant gunfire, you won't get hurt until you're specifically targeted, as indicated by a large red or blue circle, and soldiers often bum rush you, forcing you to spray bullets across the screen. There's a shield to protect yourself, civilians to avoid, and boss fights to conquer, but since you can seamlessly revive with the tap of a button, anyone can easily clear the game in half an hour. Instead of expanding the light gun gameplay for a home experience like the Resident Evil shooters on Wii, Razing Storm's story mode is just a watered-down FPS. The story itself is a throwaway affair full of bad jokes, worse acting, and unnecessary melodrama.
Almost saw my dead wife for a second there.
Was she with some other guy?
Controls in this mode are similar to Wii shooters like Metroid Prime, but they're nowhere near as polished. No matter how much you adjust bounding boxes and sensitivity, turning the camera is always awkward. There are no giant markers when you take fire in story mode, but the AI is so bad that even the game's characters crack jokes about it.
They don't even try to take cover!
Some soldiers stand in the open shooting skyward, while others run straight for you, unaware of the assault rifles in their hands. There are some cool weapons, like a spear gun, and the Bolero, which blasts out a rebounding bowling ball that can smash through walls and obstacles. However, the story mode is still unfathomably brief, and can easily be conquered in under 3 hours. Most surprising is that Time Crisis includes online team deathmatch for up to 8 players, but like the rest of the game, it lacks in both content and execution. It tries to replicate other top FPS games with an experience system and perks, but there are just a handful of maps, and the lag is consistently bad, exhibiting clear delays whenever you kill another player. There are a few other bonuses to round out the package. Sentry mode is you sniping escaping prisoners, and the disc includes Time Crisis 4 and Dead Storm Pirates. Even with 3 games included though, it's hard to recommend at the $50 mark. Time Crisis Razing Storm's arcade gameplay lacks the challenge and variety needed to make it worth replaying, and rather than trying to advance the genre for a home audience, Namco has opted for a cheap imitation of Western FPS games that feels completely out of place.